¿Listo? Aquí estamos en vivo en MDLatino.tv con el Justin Compton, straight out of Tennessee, derecho de Tennessee. Florida. You're a Florida guy?
I'm from Kentucky and I moved to Florida.
Ah, ok. Ahora de Florida, la cultura sagrada del culturismo. Este gigante, ¿cuánto está pesando? How much you weighing?
285 right now. It's probably the best 285 I've been. I've been a little heavier before in the off season, but I say quality-wise, this is the best I've got so far.
225?
Yeah, 225. We're going 212s this year.
Ah!
285. Yeah, 285.
Sorry, 225. Perdón, 285 libras. Esto es un gigante. La verdad, lo buscas siempre. Now, I remember you competed in Arnold, Ohio. You got top 5? Fourth place. In Australia? Third. So, ya tiene un ranking mundial entre los Arnolds y los eventos de mayor conocimiento. Y tu carrera, tú has estado pro relativamente poco tiempo. You say your third year as a pro, right?
Yeah, no, I turned pro in 2012, so this is my 4th year as a pro.
4th year as a pro. Cuarto año como pro. Tú como culturista y atleta, porque les recordamos que ellos son atletas primero. Why are you, what's unique about Justin Compton?
I'm really not sure, man. I mean, I just kind of got an inner drive. Like, I do this for me. I do it for the fans. I mean, I started out doing this for myself, and then it kind of turned into a business. So it's like I get to do what I love, and not too many people can say they do that.
Que lo hace por la pasión, porque le encanta competir, le encanta el ambiente de fitness, y por eso se dedica tanto al físico-culturismo. A lot of people are saying, bodybuilding is dying out and stuff like that. I just think it's evolving into a lot of different categories, and it's going a lot of different places. I still see that the monsters still do sell. A lot of people want to meet you. They say, man, this guy knows how to get a bigger frame. This guy knows how to build up the quads, build up the legs, build up the chest. And it's really those bodybuilders that know how to do that.
I agreed. Bodybuilding, like, there has been probably a slight decline into it, but it's always going to be there. It's always going to be around. People's always going to have passion for it, because this is actually what got this industry started, was men's bodybuilding. But I do understand and I appreciate the new divisions, and I'm actually glad that they have these, because, not everybody's going to have the genetic capacity to weigh 300 pounds, 300 plus. So it gives the guys that are, stuck at, like, say, 220 or whatever their weight is, like the new men's classic division. At first I was against it, but then, I realized that certain people out there, this fits them better, and it gives everyone a chance to be competitive and gives them an opportunity.
Okay. Le gusta el hecho que se está diversificando la moda de físico-culturismo. A pesar de un pequeño decremento de los físico-culturistas grandes, van a seguir, porque cada quien tiene su camino, su físico que quiere lograr. A él le agrada mucho los nuevos caminos que se están dando a presentar en el mundo de fitness y culturismo, porque da una oportunidad por cada persona, a cada físico, conocer y llegar a sus metas. Now, tell me a little bit about what's on your plate for 2016.
Okay, so 2016, we want to go to the Olympia. So right now I've got 10 points in the point system. I could do a couple of things here. I could sit back and try to ride that out, and I could go in on that. But there's also a possibility that I know there's a few guys that's trailing me right now in the points. So that was my original goal, was just ride it on out and go in. Then I start seeing all these guys compete, and I'm like, man, this is
more shows, more opportunities.
This is like the year I wanted to make my splash at the Olympia, and I'm seeing these guys compete. They're catching up to me in the points. I'm like, I'm not letting them knock me out, because I'm going to go ahead and we're going to probably hit a couple shows before, not a couple. We're going to hit one, we're going to nail it, we're going to win it, and we're going to go into the Olympia with some momentum, and that's the plan right now. And then I've always wanted to do, like, after I do the Olympia, I want to do the Euro tour. So I'm going to pick a couple of those shows and knock those out too. I've never been to Europe, so it's a good chance for me not only to compete, for business, but also personal, to be able to experience some of that as well. It's a new culture, a different lifestyle I've never seen, and that's one of the good things about bodybuilding is, I get to see and meet a lot of new people and do things that most people will never get the opportunity to do, so I'm very thankful to be able to do that.
Okay, dice que tiene 10 puntos ahora en la calificación para el Mr. Olympia. Faltan pocos puntos más, quiere calificar, dice que a lo mejor si va a entrar un evento muy fuerte, búscalo. No nos quiere contar cuál. You don't want to say which one it's going to be, right? Which?
We haven't really decided yet, so I can't really give you an exact one. I've got a couple on my mind, But you know, it's going to be later in the season. It's going to be like before the Olympia, like maybe the last couple of shows, depending on which one. We're gonna start dieting tomorrow when I get home, and depending on how fast and how I progress, you know, we'll make the decision in a couple of weeks.
Okay, va a tomar las decisiones dentro 2 o 3 semanas cuál evento se va a presentar para tener esta calificación de oro para el Mr. Olympia 2016. Y después del Mr. Olympia quiere viajar un poco por Europa, los torneos internacionales como los torneos en los antiguos días de los Wheater, los Grand Prix de Europa, the Italian show, right? The San Marino, the Arnold Spain, all that good stuff.
Yeah, there's San Marino, Arnold Spain, Prague. There's the Nordic Pro in Finland. There's a few different ones to choose from. There's also the Kuwait show this year. So I'm not real sure. I know I want to do Prague because I talked to the promoter last year, and I was planning on doing it if I did the Olympia, but I sat out. So I'm going to probably do Prague. And as far as the other ones goes, I like to grab 1 or 2 more, but I'm not sure which ones yet. I know I'm going to be in Canada for 2 weeks later in the fall, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make San Marino because I think the dates overlap. That was actually the one I really wanted to do because I wanted to be able to see San Marino, but it's not going to work out for me this year, I don't think.
Okay, you now. That's on a competition side where you're traveling. What are you doing for your posing, man? Just to awe that crowd. I know you got something up your sleeve.
Yeah, you know, this year when they started judging the posing, like at first I was like, oh man, this sucks because that's not my specialty. You know, like I've never been a good poser. Primarily, you know, you're never going to be good at anything unless you practice and actually do it. So, you know, with Arnold bringing this in, the posing round and stuff in, I believe after this year they judged the Arnold, they're going to implement this on all the shows. So it's not something that I'm going to be able to avoid or duck. So, you know, I contacted Kenny Wallet. Kenny's my posing coach now. So basically every day, like from the Arnold, I still pose every day in my off season. Like when I'm at home, I have like 2 or 3 mirrors set up in my room that way I can see front and back. So I'm working on basically my mandatories every day, and then from 10 weeks out, I start building my routine and I start putting some stuff together. I'm not perfect yet, but you know, this is really the first year I've actually put a lot of effort into posing, and at first I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I was like, man, this sucks. This is worse than cardio. But once you start getting the hang of it and you start like noticing the changes that you can like make your physique and like some of the artwork that you can put together, I actually enjoy doing it now. So it's like part of my morning routine that I actually like to do. And plus on top of it, it's hard as hell and it burns calories, so it actually helps you out too.
Yeah, if you do a posing for an hour, I'm going to translate right over. En el principio no le gustaba la nueva idea de Arnold Schwarzenegger de tener una ronda obligatoria de poses que cuenta para los puntajes para ganar, ¿no? Pero ahora como ya está practicando mucho las poses, empezó a gustar mucho y se dio cuenta también es un tipo de ejercicio en la mañana. Entonces diariamente se levanta en la mañana para dar algunas poses en el espejo para practicar y tiene una manguita por ahí una hace bajo la manga, ¿sí? Una carta por ahí, una sorpresa por algunas poses muy lindos para la presentación que viene pronto, que está por revelar. Okay, now I know that you're an Evogen athlete, okay? What is your favorite Evogen product and why? I'm going to translate that over. Tú eres un atleta Evogen. ¿Qué es tu producto favorito y por qué?
All right, my favorite Evogen product is right here. I like the Isoject protein, and I prefer the chocolate peanut butter flavor. This is kind of like, you know, not only is this like a supplement that I'll use post-workout, but like, for example, when I'm traveling right now, you know, I have a meal prep sponsor that takes care of me. You know, I basically eat 4 solids, and then throughout the day, I'll have 3 of these. So like when I'm traveling on the road.
You're going to have 3 bottles a day?
No, we'll do.
You never know. You're pretty big, man. 285
meals. So like, you know, when I use cream of rice and oatmeal, which is 2 of my carb sources. Like when I'm at the hotel, like I'm in the 25th floor and I don't want to go all the way down. I just get hot water from the coffee maker, put it in my oatmeal. So I cook my oatmeal and my cream of rice. I dump this in on top of it, so I got chocolate peanut butter oatmeal. So it's like I got a meal waiting in the room. It takes like no time to prepare it. You don't have to worry about refrigeration. You don't have to worry about storage. You know, you just take it on the go. You can do it on the plane. You can do it on the car, wherever you want to do it at. So this is a good supplement. Also, kind of like I use as a meal replacement. So it's oatmeal and cream of rice. It doesn't take up any space or anything. So it makes it really convenient for me.
Okay. I'm going to translate over, okay? Entre comidas, excelente forma, fuente de macronutrientes y proteínas. Él tiene como 4 comidas sólidas al día. You got like 4 salad meals and you got like 3 of these, right?
When I'm at home, I do 5 solid meals and 2 of those.
Okay, cuando él está de viaje, tiene 4 comidas sólidas y 3 jarras, no te crees, pero porciones de esta proteína magnífica para mantenerse el hambre y mezcla muy fácil con cream of wheat o avena, ¿sí? el rice, arroz también, ¿sí? Para tener sus carbohidratos, porque cuando está de viaje nunca se sabe. Tiene que trabajar las ferias, está en un hotel en el 25 piso y está muy difícil bajar. Hay que tener siempre su amigo al lado, okay? All right, for all those new fans out there, because remember, there's people getting into the sport of fitness and bodybuilding every single day. Where can they find the Justin Compton on social media?
I have all the platforms. You can follow me on Facebook. I have a personal page and I have my fan page, which is just my name, IFBB Pro Justin Compton. My Instagram is IFBB Pro Compton, and then my Snapchat is jcomp06. You know, I'm constantly putting stuff out, usually on the daily of, you know, training, nutrition, sometimes just funny shit that I'm doing around my house. So, you know, go on there, check me out, follow me, and also stay up to date with what I'm doing as far as my show prep, you know, what's coming up next.
Okay, last questions. When you come into Latin America, Mexico, Caribbean, South America, Spain.
I'm actually going to be in Trinidad next month.
Trinidad, Trinidad, man.
Yeah, we're going to be in Trinidad, and then I wanted to do Brazil this year, but we didn't quite make it down to Brazil. The whole visa thing was just too short notice for me. Not sure what else is going to be around that area, but if anybody's out there, you know, that want to reach out to me for guest posing or appearances, you know, hit me up on my social, and, you know, I'll give you my email address, and we'll work things out and we'll make it happen.
Okay, training with Justin Compton, entrenando con Justin Compton. All right, we have a closing statement. We're going to say never surrender in Spanish, all right? We had a little textbook Spanish 101. Okay, vamos a hacerle cierre en español diciendo nunca te des
Te des
por
por
vencido.
vencido.
Eso, chao.